It's never actually been used for this, but the North Koreans will not allow their sisters to cross south again and yell at their profession. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to visit Conference Road in the Mac building. Once again, do not point, wave, gesture, or try to communicate with them in any manner and have a tendency to take a hostile offense to this. Secondly, make sure you stay in your group. Do not lag behind for any reason, taking pictures or anything else. Stay with your group. We need you accountable for at all times. Lastly, as we move into the Freedom House, as we move into the Mac building, do not mess with any of the furniture and do not mess with the soldiers that are inside the building. Now, my group, we're going to head to the Mac building first. PFC Hawks group is going to stay behind for just a moment. Once we clear the area, he's going to move you out to Conference Row. After a few minutes, we'll switch places, so everyone has time to take pictures in both places. Follow me, please. While we're here, you're welcome to take as many pictures as you like. Just do not open up the windows. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Military Armistice Commission Building, or MAC building. This housed the 4 original types of talks essential to the signing of the armistice. It's currently used for the general officer level meetings. These MAC meetings have an average of lasting between 3 to 4 hours, but there is one on record that lasted 11.5 hours. Both sides sat at the table staring each other down, and for fear of looking weak by even getting up to go to the bathroom, they let it go on for 11.5 hours. Now, all talks in this building are translated into 2 languages, Hangul or Korean, and English. This used to be done with 2 translators working simultaneously in the translator booth behind you there, and the one in front of us over here. Now, the translator booths are no longer used. They now sit at the heads of the table, and this helps avoid any one side sitting at the head. Now, all talks in this building are manually recorded 24 hours a day by the microphones you see on the table. Everything that's said in here is kept on record for over 2.5 years, so please, no profanity. The microphones, along with the United Nations flag, represents the military demarcation lines that runs through the building. You'll notice that outside it's marked with a 17 by 5-inch concrete slab between the buildings. In other words, ladies and gentlemen, those of you on my left are now standing in communist North Korea, while the rest of us are still relatively safe here in the Republican group. I'd like to direct your attention to the southern end of the building. Just above the translator booth, you'll notice a plaque with a series of flags. Each one of these flags represents one of the nations that served in the United Nations Command. Now, there's a few that are no longer flown, such as Ethiopia, South Africa, and Luxembourg. This is because they succeeded from the United Nations Command, feeling that their obligation had been met. Those that we still fly are the countries that will remain with us until peace is reached between the two Koreas. Now, originally, we had a small shelf with silk miniature flags for each one of these nations. But in March of 2001, when the President of the United States met with the President of the Republic of Korea, at about the same time that they were shaking hands, the JDO noticed as 2 North Korean soldiers came into the building and proceeded to polish their boots with the American flag and then blow their nose with the Republic of Korea flag. Due to this atrocity, we replaced the flags with this flag, which we hope will make us more target. Now, lastly, I'd like to point out the ROK soldiers here today. They came in and secured this building for our safety. They ensured that there was no North Koreans in here and secured the door to the rear. They're standing at a modified position of Taekwondo, or ROK ready. This stance, along with their sunglasses, is used to show no emotion towards the North Koreans. You may have noticed that some of the soldiers today were standing outside half exposed on the building. This is so that way they can have eyes on North Korea but have cover in case they get fired upon. All the ROK soldiers in this area have gone to college before coming here. Most of them hold bachelor's degrees, and the rest will generally continue on to college afterwards. All the ROK soldiers in this area are required to have a black belt in Taekwondo or better. This one actually holds one in Taekwondo, Hapkido, and Jiu-Jitsu. Now, you are welcome to take pictures with the soldiers, but once again, do not disturb them in any manner. Personally, I would get much closer than this. Now, a couple of little things. If you're going to cross between North and South Korea, please do so at that end of the table for respect for the U.S. flag. Lastly, do not attempt to cross behind that soldier's career. His job is to stop anyone from going into North Korea. I've seen him hit women, children, old, young, and even generals. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, but I'm going to be over here on the stage now.
I want to go to North Korea. I have a question.
Sure.
Is this the same building where the MAC conference was held right after the Axe murders?
Yes.
Okay.
And the other building of the same pattern?
No, they're different buildings. I'll give us a little bit more information on
Okay.
places.
Okay. Each building has
its own block.
Okay. And just behind the North Korean building?
Yes.
Okay.
And this is the only place where we can legally cross into North Korean soil.
Yeah. Well, it's technically not crossing into North Korean soil. You are on the North Korean side, but this is a UN building, so it's technically UN territory.
Right.
UN territory.
Yes.
Completely
on the
and
north
totally,
side.
totally neutral.
Yeah, completely and totally neutral.
Yes.
But as the border runs through the buildings, that is technically North Korean side.
Okay.
But you're not in North Korea because you're in the UN building.
UN
Right.
building, neutral. Yeah, okay.
I understand.
Thank you.
Thank you.
No problem.